stuff. Yeah, the general consensus is in if you have 16 gauge wire, some are even doing like if it's 12 gauge, um, if it's 12 gauge or higher, they're not touching it. There's no point in stripping 20 gauge wire, 16 gauge wire, 18 gauge wire, etc. No point, and I have tons of it, and that shit's just gonna go to the scrap iron yard as is. Heavy, 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 heavy. Been full. There's just no point in the yield because it's stranded and whatever. Solid core, maybe. We do have some solid core. We're keeping that to the side. So, we're trying to quick and get some more stuff out of here. Keep this going. We got rid of a lot of stuff and a good amount of dollar amount, but we still have a lot more to do. Oh, that thing turned on again. It's getting humid out again. It might rain. I didn't even check the windows. I gotta see if they roll up all the windows. So there's a whole lot more to go. Just scratch the surface. But yeah, main thing is get rid of the useless shit. Scrap it. Oh, I got the bike on the side too. It's gonna rain. I'm just gonna throw that in a pile. It has like okay brake pads and stuff on it. It's gonna get rid of it. Found like a mint Home Depot bucket and a couple other ones. All my buckets that go missing. I don't know why I have to go hide them. I hit a lot in here. So that's cool. Good to know. Still dirty inside. Needs a little clean up. But yeah. Like brand new, they're throwing in the trash. I don't know why. Everyone throws everything in the trash. Shop at the trash. You don't have to shop in the store. Shop in the trash. Get cups, plates, knives, forks, utensils, shovels, rakes, brooms, tools, gas cans, drain pans, extension cords. And then we have a whole thing of drill bits. Drill bits found in the trash. You don't need to really buy anything. Found car parts in the trash. A bunch of stuff. Oh man, I remember those days when they would take everything. Now I can't do that anymore. Yeah, there's a whole lot more though. Hopefully some more shit will sell. They're being extremely stingy. There are some slight deals out there, but I'm just nope. Nope. I do need a deal on shoes. We need other stuff for myself. We have to go fix your vehicle so it's not running like shit. And I'm pretty sure I have a brake caliper that's locking up. Well, not locking up, but sticking. Is it the slide pins? Or is it the caliper itself where the piston is and it seals? Could be. They don't really last that long. It has like 50,000 miles last time I changed it all. So usually it acts up about then. And it's been like 20 something years since I did that. I lubricated the pins just to, change the pads, I all that shit apart. Let's put that shit together though. Those rotors are 20 years old now on the truck. The brake calipers are original GM, 20 years old. So it probably needs a rebuild. I like the body. The body's still good. I don't know if the pistons are, but still. It has a little age on it. The wheel cylinders are like over 20 in the back, but they're not leaking. I don't think they are leaking. We did the shoes on that not too long ago, like mileage wise. The rear brake shoes on the truck, and it stops like it should after it stopped like shit forever, because I believe they're reman shoes that I got in Massachusetts when I was a child, and I put it all together. Those shoes I don't think were arced correctly with the drum. Every time you have brake shoes, you should take your brake shoes out, flip your brake drum over, put your brake shoes in there, see how they fit. Pretty sure the brake shoes that I had originally on that, they were not arced correctly, and they're only like contacting like a very, very, very small surface area, and the ones now definitely are grabbing the drum because that thing bites now. Much better braking power. Much better. Parking brake works good, all that, like unbelievably good. So, what a difference. But we have to go do all that, get our truck in here. So that's another reason why we gotta clean up the garage. Sell stuff, get rid of stuff, fix some projects, and attend to that. And then we won't have to worry about going to the scrap iron yard because we actually have a vehicle that's would be halfway working correctly instead of incorrectly like now. So that would be nice. And that's not all of it either. There's a whole lot more that has to be done besides those things. Hello. Some people watch and then they disappear. They run away. What else we got? We have more goodies to go on sell soon. Yeah, keep on selling those. Economy sucks. Funny, I watched a little video about people. Man, I was talking about bullshit. We need more of everything. I thought we did good selling stuff, but we have to do better. But I watched a video, and it was people, I think, counterfeit bills, because I've been selling a lot of stuff, and they were counterfeiting $1 into hundreds. But if you turn them the right way, you see the old $1 marking. So all these people are like blah blah blah, and one guy makes a comment, and there's a whole bunch of comments under it. He goes, if everyone just used that time instead to fill out job applications, they wouldn't have to counterfeit money. And it has like 298 thumbs up or something. It must be all boomers or something. So thinking that people don't work and don't have jobs, meanwhile the boomers are all over riding around all day, and they have been for the last like 20-25 years, all day riding around, burning up their car, crashing into shit, but they'll blame everyone else for not doing anything. But that is an absolutely false statement, because funny, in the comment section below that, people are like, I filled out 50 applications, I didn't get anywhere. I filled out 100 applications, I didn't get anywhere. And it's like one, and I'm like, if these people are real, that's what I experienced. I filled out maybe up to 150 applications in the last year, even with a different career path, and you get absolutely nothing anywhere. So that's why you have to be what you have to be, a reseller, junk man, and everything else. And remember the old days on the internet when this would actually pull in good money, or okay money for what you put into it, hours and time wise. But now that's not that anymore. You'll be lucky to get like $100 a month off YouTube. It's terrible. So just that. Oh, I had a point and shoot camera, which is already kind of dingy, but it's worth. So I put the point and shoot camera in my pocket with these keys and the other stuff, and I scratched the screen on it even more. So I bummed myself out. And then on UPS, I must have moved around too much today, because in UPS I had my phone the same way, and it was rubbing on something in the pocket, and the screen protector on the phone is now all scratched up because of it. So if your phone gets all, your camera gets, whatever in your pocket gets worn away, that means you move around a lot. So it's not a bad thing. But yeah, hopefully we will be able to liquidate some more items. Maybe an item tomorrow, not sure. Someone else with a TV that didn't show up, so I don't know what their deal is. Robot, who knows? Haven't heard from them. Maybe they're a spammer, who knows? So actually, yeah, because it's TV. Maybe they were a scammer because they wanted to Zelle me the money. Would you take Zelle for the money? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe some other thing. They wanted to pay me differently. They didn't have $20 or something. So I don't know. Maybe they just lost interest. Do I need a sticker from? These are duds. These Castrol things. They were duds from the car dealer. I gotta go over there and show the places that I did apply to once here and what happened to them. But those were duds that I used to save, and I used to just write them down with marker. It's like 2013, a long time ago. So it was changed since then, like 4 other times. I don't do oil change stickers anymore. I'm back to a sheet. It's easier. I don't like the look of oil change stickers anyway on the windshield. But hopefully more stuff will go. Hopefully. Outside will clean up a small amount if I get rid of all my scrap, my wire. Inside will clean up if we actually sell some items. And hopefully. Did I ever finish this thing? No, I didn't ever finish this thing. Did I? No, I didn't. I was supposed to make a plate over here. I never did. Right there. I had something cut out. I started working on this thing and I started cutting it out, and it's a terrible cut from the, I used tin snips I think or something. It's a terrible wavy cut around the edge, but I opened it up so I can put the, I can put something else around it. But I never did. I should have really hammered and dollied this whole thing out. It would have looked better. And this hack job on the bottom. Yeah, that does look shitty with the black. Look at that. The waves. I could have done better. I could have done better. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. I think I didn't even try to hammer and dolly it flat. I probably should have. Anyway, we're still gonna finish this thing. And paint it. It was all rusty. This is the stock air cleaner. We want to go back to it on our pickup truck eventually, because the filters are better. And then I can sell the K&N thing. Yeah, this thing got messed up. We had a good paint job on it, and then we beat it all up, stuff in the car, which is unfortunate. I'm going to lightly sand it again. This thing kept fish-eyeing though on me until I put primer on it, which is quite annoying. Again, if I lightly sand this thing, it should be alright. You can see where it was kind of fish-eyeing again over here. So, doesn't have to be perfect. But one day, it's a project that actually stopped that project in May of 2024. We stopped that project when we cut our finger. I don't know. I got 95 gallons worth, and I might have more outside now. Most of them I found though. If you find gas cans in the trash, you're gonna pass it up for real. We live in like a hurricane or disaster-prone place. So if like the people who run out of gas during the hurricanes, they only have like 3 cans, 4 cans, 5 cans. I have like 1,000,000 cans. I keep on going. I keep on going. What this my gas can? It just sucks. They take us all that space. But they're quite handy during a hurricane. Like very, very handy. I mean, you don't have to wait on the gas line. Because like when you'll find like one place open like days after, and like with no gas line, and then you have all your cans in the back, and you have like a tanker truck, and then you don't have to go out and get any gas. Everyone else is waiting on these long gas lines and shit. I'm here. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not selling the gas cans, but I probably should because they're old and they're going to crack. Some of them actually did split a little bit because I put vents on them, and it caused the gas can to split. I don't think the hole was big enough, and it stretched the seam. So I'm never going to go drill a vent in them again. But I sealed it with plastic. I plastic welded it. Yeah. I'm selling a lot of stuff anyway, trying to start over. I did that once before. I had like nothing. And then I started going, wow, this is cool, and I wanted more, and I started collecting other people's shit. Because there was just so much people's shit during the Great Recession. And I started selling their stuff. Instead of go, wow, this is really cool, and I don't have to sell my stuff anymore. I still do that though. It all depends on what it is. I collected some seriously low dollar shit, and I can't do that anymore. But some of it is like really, really unique stuff though. That was worth a lot of money. I still have it, but it was slow selling. But when it sells, it's kind of nice. Anyway, so my CRT is 3 now. Hopefully we get more TVs. Hopefully we find something nicer. I kept getting higher tier CRT TVs. So who knows? Maybe we'll get another Sony Trinitron. I hope so. Maybe like a 15, something a little bigger, or 19. That'd be nice. Now I want a vintage. How much they give you a CRT? Oh, I sold it for like 200. eBay that same TV sells for 400. I have no idea why. It was a cool guy, like vintage gamer guy. I sold my other TV. It was like a Samsung one for like 50 bucks, which was cheap, and people were trying to get it for less. So I was like, no, 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks. This gamer kid came in his pajamas, happy as anything, for the TV. I go, great, great. 50 bucks gone. I probably could have got like 60 bucks for that TV, but it wasn't a stereo TV. That's why I sold it cheap. So, yeah, but they wanted it for less. 50 bucks I thought was fair for a Samsung. It was like built in 2006. And then I had one with a VHS player and a DVD. It was like a Sylvania, I think. I think it was a Sylvania. I sold that one for $75. And then again, people wanted it for less money. I'm like, no, $75, $75. You're gonna hold out on that. So they tested it and they bought it. I didn't even know if the VHS worked. Now I have one working VHS tape that I got from the thrift store that I know works because I tested it on a VHS player which I found in a dumpster. I have like 3 VHS tapes I think now. VHS players from the dumpster. I had 4. I junked the other one because it was broken. So I don't know if the other 2 work. I got an RCA and I got a Zenith. So yeah, they were okay. They would try, but the gamer kid didn't care. The VHS DVD like lady, she wanted like 50 bucks or something less. I was like no, like 60 bucks. I was like no, no. Don't have remotes ever because people throw the TV out with no remotes. I only had one TV that they tossed in Condo Land with a remote. It was a Sony Trinitron 27. Very nice TV. Kind of wish I still had it. Flat screen. It was gray. It was like the identical clone to the 13 that I sold today. And it would have been really, really cool if I had space to go hoard them. And then I would have like the same style TV but in all different sizes. Like for like no cost at all. It would have been cool, but CRTs are cool though for the old games. The colors and stuff and the performance. It's so much better than like IPS or anything else. Or what else is new? LCD screen. Nah, I need those because if we ever have a hurricane, dude, you're gonna need that shit. I'm not selling them. I freaking got those cans. I only bought 7 of them, and the rest of them were all free. Found them. So you need cans for your generator, and you need extension cords because you have storms here. So if you have no gas cans, you're fucked. People are trying to fill up like freaking trash bags and stuff. They don't have gas cans, and they're all sold out. You can't get them anywhere. If we had one, like, we lost power here like so many times for like a couple days to over a week to almost like 2 weeks. I don't know what we were out for. We might have been out. I set a record last time. One time we were out for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days with no power, and it was terrible. We had no generator, no nothing. The place got really hot. Last time I think we were out of power for like 8 or 9 days, but we had a generator and you know, a bunch of other shit. Generator, we had 2 generators, 2 generators running, extension cords everywhere, fridge was working, window AC, dehumidifier, fans in the house. It was only like 78 degrees inside. It was the best it could do with the air conditioner and blowing the air around with a dehumidifier. Last time it was 95 degrees in the house and like 90% humidity. It was miserable and you couldn't breathe. So there's a big difference between that and all the gas cans helped with that. It was a whole fueling system. So planes, drug planes maybe, I don't know. The helicopter flies around, maybe it's a drug plane. So anyway, we'll be alright. We gotta loot this garage too, move everything out of here, and do like a what do we not need kind of deal. And it's only gonna be a couple things. You really gotta do like 4 sweeps on it. You know, you do a whole big sweep, one side and the other side, then you go around. hang around again. Again. So, yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure that out too. I did that outside and I kept on collecting more and more wire going, I don't need this wire. I don't need this wire. I'm saving all cut cords. I don't need that much. Yeah, it's sale time every time now. I can't really, or wasn't concentrating my own junk though because of all the other stuff that I was dabbling in. You know, you can't do everything. You can't dabble in your own stuff and other people's stuff and fixing stuff and then finding scrap and other stuff, dealing with for sale people stuff, managing your listings. You know, this gets too hectic. So something has to give. Fixing vehicle stuff. You know, a lot of people that just farm everything out. So, we'll get there though. So, hopefully some more sales this week. Yeah, I gotta roll 5 a.m. That sucks. I had some places I applied to that wanted you to be there at 5 a.m. It was kind of terrible. Being there at 7 a.m. I think is too damn early too. I hated that as well. I'm more like starting at 9 to 10 o'clock. I think that's a good start time. Any place. And then work later and go later into the night. I prefer that. Yeah. Alright, so you're darkness to darkness then. No, that's you get those hours. I know how that is. Dark to dark. And then you freaking go to sleep and then you do it all over again. That's kind of miserable. I don't know how people do that shit, man. That's miserable. I used to do that. I used to feel like crap. And then if anything goes bad, like in your life, you're screwed. Like your car breaks and you gotta do something. You have like seconds to go figure out the problem. It's terrible. I don't like that. Yeah. Hopefully we'll come up with something that pays well and we don't have to do that. Who knows? Anyway, good luck with that. Good luck with the work week. I like riding around though, it's not too bad if you gotta do that. If you like driving job, that's not horrible. And then you gotta reward yourself every single day when you go out to go do something better. Okay, see ya. I'll probably be out of here soon anyway, because I'm talking about these shit. And probably have to clean up our stuff. I don't think I need that box anymore. Do I need the Sawzall box? It's out of warranty. I don't need that anymore. I can get rid of that Sawzall box. I saved the OEM box. My Sawzall beat the shit now because I beat it up. Hopefully I'll find some DeWalt 20 volt tools. Hope soon. I hope so. I also have Milwaukee Sawzall that I have to sell because I have no idea if it works or not. I don't have a battery for it. So well, that's what went missing. I don't know. That's what we gotta work on this week though. Some tools we have to sell. Wrenches, some power tools, nail guns. That's your focus. We finally get the garage door opener part and all that stuff listed. So be alright. This car still has rain funk on it 6 months ago. And hopefully I'm not spending any money. This thing needs window tint. Oh, we need window tint on this. But it costs too much. I need new shoes. I need new eyeglasses and this shit. That's gonna be like altogether. That's all gonna be like a $2,000 expense. So close to it probably. So hopefully I sell $2,100 worth of stuff soon, and then I can cover it all. Hopefully. It's just a nice feeling though to be able to spend even $20 and it's not a worrisome expense. $20 to $50 used to be a worrisome expense. I'm not gonna be able to afford this, and now I can. Those days sucked. So I always was aligned with the people who were broke, because I was there once, and I was there twice, and I was there 3 times or 4 times, and there was a time where I had probably more than most people had in their bank account, and it probably was while they were picking up their seats. I mean, substantially more. It's all just a game. Anyway, stuff sells. I'll raid this garage for scrap metal. We gotta get this out of here too. That Radio Shack Cat 5e. That stuff I'm gonna try to sell. I'm just gonna weigh it. I have so much Cat 6 now, so we're gonna get rid of that shit as well. Yeah, there's a couple of things. Yeah. Anyway, I'm out of here. Keep selling stuff. Find CRT TVs. Find stuff of value. Find stuff that people actually buy, opposed to collecting junk.